All right, folks, Captain Paul here, sitting on Dock B. See that? Over here at Lamb's Yacht Center. And today I want to talk a little bit. Tom is one of the followers of the channel, and we're looking at boats together. And he brought up a point of, when you're looking at these boats, especially since I've been going through a lot of these surveys, and you guys see the disappointment on some of these things as I'm going through them, with the different people. And, it's just the reality of the boating. And do you spend more money and get a nicer boat? Like the boat I'm on right now, this 44-foot DeFever, I would call that as close to a turnkey boat as possible, because pretty much Todd can turn the key, do his yacht training. He could probably start America's Great Loop tomorrow on the boat, and there wouldn't be any problem at all. But it's what I'm finding is, even like this last, I want to say this Jefferson, I'm going to use it as an example because it was polished. It was, the outside looked good, the interior looked good. Even the engine room looked really, really good. But what wasn't polished was the inside of the motors, let's say. Like the 1,000-hour service isn't done. And that shows. It shows up in the survey. One of the engines is getting hot, and if the 1,000-hour service was done, that wouldn't have happened. The boat would have maintained its 180-degree temperature, and it would have been perfect. So you had an owner that, he took care of the boat, but he took care of the cosmetics. He didn't take care of the guts. And what I mean by that is like the internal parts of the engines, the hull. The hull's a disaster. It's got moisture. Blisters everywhere. So, and that boat needs a $15,000 bottom job, and it's going to be lucky if you can get it done for that. And then it needs, engine work. It needs probably, in my opinion, it probably needs somewhere around $7,500 worth of engine work. That's replacing the oil coolers and stuff like that. So do you buy a boat with all of that stuff done and spend the extra money? Or do you buy one of these fixer-uppers and then try and fix it up? And the answer to that question is, it always takes a buyer and a seller. And when you have a seller, and what I mean by that is somebody that wants to sell the boat, they're going to sell the boat at any cost, and the buyer is going to buy the boat at any cost. It doesn't matter. And what I mean by that is you got to recognize the value of what you're getting into, and it doesn't really matter what you're spending on the boat. You can forget about the price, because this could be a $40,000 boat or a $400,000 boat. If it wasn't properly maintained, you are going to stick a bunch of money into the boat. And even like this boat, and I'm going to use the Jefferson as an example, if Bruno decides to buy it, and he's made a fair offer. I'm not going to get into the pricing of it, because I do think it's a fair offer, and I do think he can get it loopable and resellable if he can get it for that price. So that seller has to recognize everything that's going on with the boat, and then want to sell the boat at that price, and that's what matters. I would always recommend spending the more money and buying a boat where you have an owner that took pride in the engine room, took pride that his services are up, took pride that and I've been on several of them. The first thing they want to do is show you those records, and they say, hey, my 1,000-hour service is done. When you take this thing up to speed, there's not going to be any problem. We've been on a couple boats where they said, hey, we're not going to let you take it up to speed. Well, if my 40-year-old trawler, when Roy, when we had our survey, and he said, here, take the boat to full throttle. It's going to full throttle. It's a diesel engine, and that's what the surveyor needs. He needs that to happen. And if the boat can't get up there, it's because you got cooler problems, you got problems, or you're scared of the boat. And if you're scared of the boat, then the next guy should be scared of the boat. And so you're looking for a boat that you've got an owner that is not scared. Which this Jefferson, the guy was not scared. Like when he said take it up to full throttle, he was proud to take it up to full throttle. The problem is he never had it tested, and he never paid to have the 1,000-hour service done on the boat. So when we took it up there, obviously it overheated. Now it didn't overheat to the point of destruction to the motor, because it's not there yet. It's just at the beginning stages of the soot building up in the aftercoolers, and it needs to be cleaned. So the temperature rises, because these boats should hold. It doesn't matter if you crack those throttles. They should hold their temperature. They should hold 180 degrees. That's what they should hold. And so if that temperature rises, that means there's plugged, something in one of the coolers. For some reason, that temperature is rising, and it should be dealt with. So that's what you got to watch for. And so, that's my opinion is, buy the boat, spend the extra money, even if it's past that buck value a little bit, like this boat that I'm on today, or right at that buck value. That's where you really, really want to be. Because like I said, there's always a lot of emotions in the buying and selling of the boats. And you have to get past that. You got to do it like it's a business deal, not like it's and don't get emotionally attached to it. And that's, I was talking to Todd yesterday about that exact subject, because he found this Meridian and he really liked the boat. But what happened was he got sucked into it. The broker let him on it. He got excited about the boat. Now he's emotionally attached to the boat. He wants this boat. But man, the boat was just a wreck. It was an absolute disaster. They had engine parts everywhere. There was but Todd loved the damn boat, and it's because the broker let him on there, and he fell in love with the damn thing. But in the end, he's glad that he had somebody on his shoulder to say, "Hey, this isn't your boat." And then the boat that he did buy is pretty much a turnkey boat, and he is able to just go out and go boating. And it was even cheaper. The Meridian was a lot more money even, but that doesn't matter, because the price to value is what matters anyway about that. Anyway, if you guys got any questions or you're out there, I've got a pretty busy schedule. Just share a little bit of my holiday schedule with you. We jump off of off the 44 to Fever today. Then I go do I get paid actually to captain for a survey on a Katie Krogan, and then I go to Costa Rica with my twin brother for a few days. It's our birthday. Anyway, and then when I get back from that, I jump on a boat over in the Panhandle, take that across, do the crossing with that one, bring it back over to Florida. Then I jump on another 58-foot LRC Hatteras. And then after that, we're talking about could possibly be a main ship over somewhere in the Baltimore area. Ron and Linda, I don't know what we're going to do with that one, but I might go with them for a little while. But anyway, pretty busy schedule coming up here, and lots going on. Anyway, if anybody has any questions, needs any help with anything, please feel free to reach out. And call me, leave a message down below. I'll get back to you as quickly as I can. Anyway, peace out. Remember, live life with no regret. I do. And thank you guys so much for watching. I can't do the channel without you guys. Thanks. Bye.